Hello, welcome to Val's Crafty Creations. Today I have a couple of my March swaps wrapped up here and ready to go off to my swap partners. The first one is the April calendar tag swap. So last month I did receive my tag from Barb, and if you watch the video you'll see her tag didn't have a hole where I could add it to my ring, so I just wanted to update you. Cut out a piece of acetate and punched the hole so I could add that to my ring. So I have all three of my tags now all together, and there's the winter and the Valentine's for February. So once I receive my April tag from my swap partner, I'll go ahead and add that on, and then I'll share that with you for next month. So if you've been following along, you know all the different supplies that I've been using. But if you're new here, just a little recap. I'm using my little Do Crafts number dies for my date on my tag. I started out with a calendar that I received from a swap partner and shrunk it down 60%, and I just trim them up, and that's what I use on my tag. And for the base of my tags, I've been using this graphic 45 Children's Hour collection that I picked up from Donna, one of her live sales. And it's a really nice collection because it goes through each month, and you have a theme for each month and all the different cut-aparts. So this was what I have left from creating my April tag. There wasn't a lot of the cut-aparts that I ended up really liking or using for the project, so I'll trim that up. And here's actually one of the items I did cut out and didn't use, but I keep all my scraps in this little pouch, so I'll trim this down and put that in. But the second piece of paper that is for each month, and you can see my scraps here. And so on the second scrap there was a postage stamp, and fussy cut that out, but you'll see it here. I didn't end up using it. It just didn't work out. So, but I've saved that for a future project. So there's that. And then each month I use this one size die because it fits perfectly on the 8x8 paper, and I'm able to cut out two pieces for a front and a back. And then I have pre-cut some of the craft paper, and I use that as the center of my tag. I got the hole reinforcer die that comes as part of the set, and switched that over to the next size up die so that I could create the second tag that I'll be sharing with you. Okay. So these are all the basic items I've been using on each of the tags I create each month. But in addition to that, I went ahead and looked through my different supplies, and I found the yellow crochet trim that was similar to the green one that I used on a previous project. I found these little dimensional Easter eggs, and I tried to use those. I had some enamel dots. I was gifted in the pastel colors. I ended up using the green ones, so I have that. And then I had this green mulberry papers planned out for a different project, but it worked out on this one. And on the calendar tag, I was going to also use these daffodil stickers that I used. Second tag that I'll be sharing with you today, but they just didn't work out for the calendar one. Instead, I found these other daffodil stickers. They're puffy and dimensional, so I went with those instead. And then I needed some eggs, so that's why I looked and found these, but they didn't work out. And I found these really old Hallmark egg stickers, and those worked out perfectly. And I just was trying to use the one sheet, and I ended up needing a couple more, and as I kept looking, I did find a brand new sheet, but I think this is my last one. So I just went ahead and saved that for a future project. So kind of a combination of all those things. And then at the end I needed some more ribbon, so I found the yellow organza ribbon from the Dollar Tree. So I'll be tying that around my package most likely. And then I needed some baker's twine, and I found this card from Jelly Bean, and that she gifted me last fall, I believe. And so this is the tag I end up coming up with. And you ever have one of those projects where you just put it off and put it off, and then once you start it, it's just mess up after mess up, or you get glue somewhere, and but I just kept at it, and I was just going to have the plain background, and I had the green paper off to the side, and I just added that. Since I wanted my tag to be a little bit more dimensional, I looked through my Easter supplies and ended up finding the bag of goodies that I got from Nikki from our Easter swap last year, and it had these fluffy bunny stickers, so those worked out really great. And I thought with the mulberry paper would make some kind of grass, and I tucked some of the Easter stickers in there. This one's popped up here. Got the daffodils and all the different cut-aparts from the collection, the April, the daffodils, the trim here. So it all worked out, but it was one of those projects that just wasn't coming together. But I'm very happy how it did come together, and you can see the enamel dots, there was just enough to scatter around. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this packaged up and off to my swap partner. In her package, I will also include just a few different other goodies. When I found all the items from Nikki, I remember there was these bunny stickers here and bunny stickers here, and this pack of awesome table scatter. So since I just picked up the new tiny bags at Walmart, I'm going to put together a bit of that and some of these, so that'll go with that. And then as I was looking through and I found the Easter egg stickers, I found these other two sticker sheets, and I'm going to go ahead and include those. So with that, and if you see my latest Walmart Dollar Tree haul, you see I picked up this pack of napkins. I'm going to go ahead and stick one of those in there. And I thought that she would really like the more vintage Easter bags, so that'll all be put together and packaged up. I'm going to tie it up with the yellow ribbon. So that's for the first tag, the calendar tag swap. So for my next tag, I went ahead and started out with some watercolor paper. This was supposed to be a mixed media themed Easter or spring tag. I went to the next size up die for my tag. I decided to go with the pastel ribbon that I had just picked up from Dollar Tree, and we have that. And then I really wanted to use the ephemera pack that I had picked up from Donna, the Bow Bunny Easter theme. I had that here, and just was trying to figure out how to use that. I wanted to, because it was mixed media, I wanted to try to use an embossing folder. So I have this one. It's a Sizzix ones, but it's simply defined. And I thought as a little extra goodie, I would add in some of these gems for my partner. So I went ahead and put together one of the bags already. Just a little felt flower. Here's a little bit of the ribbon on top. So that's one of the goodies. And then I'll be putting everything in one of the newer Dollar Tree bags, Easter bags. And then I thought I'd go ahead and throw in one of the spring-themed Dollar Tree sticker packs. So we have that. And one of the napkins. I'll go ahead and put that in her package. So, and then also for this, I thought, because it's mixed media, I wanted to play around with the burlap ribbon that you also pick up at the Dollar Tree. It's been a while since I used that, and actually I think this one was a new roll. Here, this is what I came up with. With the bunny here, and he's doing an Easter egg hunt, and here's the daffodil stickers here. This is where I used a lot of the green dots, so I didn't have as many left for the other tag that comes on the daffodil stickers. I took some wire, actually a head pin, and I wrapped it around the fence. I made a little hanger for my sign. A little ephemera piece here. Here's a ribbon here on the top. So, like I said, I thought the larger size tag would be a good idea, and trim around the bottom. The fence was quite a bit larger piece, so I went ahead and cut it and separated it here and inked all the edges and the flower pot. I thought that would be cute. So you're sort of entering the the garden, and you have all the eggs. So, and here you can see the embossing folder. It didn't quite make a very good impression, but it still made enough of an impression. And I just played around with all my different inks and sprays to create the background. I think it came out good. I've got it. So I had started working on this a while back, and that's when I pulled out that plaid Easter paper that I ended up using in the bookmark bead dangle project. So it was perfect. And just start with this. Then I had this scrap on my desk. So since all those required smaller pieces, I had enough to use. So that's that. And here's my goodies. And I have received the tag from my swap partner. And this is what she created. This is from Megan. And we were only to create one tag, mixed media, but she created and sent the two. The first one here, she used the Tim Holtz Little Chicks, an egg, and I really like the color of the ink she used. I'm not sure, it's more an orange, and she's layered up quite a few different die cuts here. Very pretty. And I was combining this together because these two tags go out to swaps that are in the same swap group. So I thought I'd share together and get them out at the same time off to my partners. The second one here, we have some copper foiling and kind of a silver foiled paper and just a lot of stamping and inking. Like I said, I really like the color combination here. One of the vintage photos up here. And she has a pocket here, and in it a little tag with some other little pieces. Another one of the Tim Holtz ladies. They look like they're in their spring attire, ready to go to a Easter party. So very pretty. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and get this all wrapped up. Thanks so much for stopping by Val's Crafty Creations today to check out my tag creations. I'll have the other videos linked at the end. You take care, and we'll see you again really soon for another crafty video.